Jelly Juice here. So today I'm going to talk to you about the Lenovo Legion 7i that I have, and a little bit about the frames per second that I get in game, especially with Warzone. These are going to be some of the settings that I have for the graphic settings in game. So obviously I do have my discrete graphics card set. I have 144 refresh rate set because that's my monitor, has 144 hertz. My frame cap is at 150. Again, I don't really need to go over the 144 because of the monitor. I do have NVIDIA Reflex low latency set to enabled and boost. Some people just say enabled. These are some of the other settings that I have. Everything is pretty much low to normal. I don't. If anything, you can actually go even lower than that. I just like to have a little bit of detail when I'm playing, as you can see. The DLSS is actually what's going to give you a lot of the performance that you have. So I technically was at quality. I was doing really well with quality. I recently switched it to performance just to see if there was a difference. I know right here on the description, it says that a performance is better for a 4K gaming. Generally, I'm not doing it. I am doing 2K gaming, but I'm just playing with it. But even at quality for the DLSS, you're going to see a huge improvement in frames per second. So I definitely recommend giving that a go. And right now, you are going to see via the gameplay that whatever frames per second are going to be on the top left corner, everything's going to be reduced about 10 to 20 frames per second on average, because I do have NVIDIA GeForce playing, because I do have some of the filter effects going on. That way I can lessen some of the shadows, so I can see those pesky rose skins that are hiding in corners. But yeah, like as of right now, you kind of see the frames per second teetering from the 90s to like the early 100s. Generally, without the GeForce experience, right now I would generally have about 140 to 150 frames per second on like clips like this. So yeah, right now we're teetering 110s to 120s, which still isn't bad. A lot of desktops with like 1660s and things like that can barely reach that with even more minimal graphic settings. Yeah, you see me trying to shoot this guy out of the air right now. I thought this was a good example because technically there's a little bit of blur when you're in the air. So I do, I am able to get this guy off in the end right here. But yeah, so here's another gameplay where it's kind of close up, where a lot of stuff's happening. So you do want, those high, frames per second going on. That way you don't miss out on anything. Again, it looks like no matter what, I'm always hitting above the 100 mark. Again, normally I'd be about 120 to 130 on average, but again, that GeForce experience, it does reduce that frames per second. But yeah, so that was the gameplay that I decided to show. Just a little bit about the frames per second. Again, hitting from 100 to 130 is about the average that I see whenever I play different games. Depending on, the game, of course, as well, because some are, more GPU dependent or CPU dependent. So yeah, if you guys want to see any other games potentially, or have any questions, let me know. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.